cold. I don't know this word.
You don't know this word for word?
I might know it a little
Let's
bit.
try. Let's see.
Oh my God.
Let's see if you know this word for word.
I cannot get my black card revoked for this.
This is not gonna get your. He's from like London or some shit.
I thought that was fake.
No, he's from overseas.
Okay.
No, Dana Dane was not.
Oh,
Dana Dane from Brooklyn.
okay.
Y'all kids that? Yeah. Here
we go.
Once upon a time not long ago, where people were pajamas and lived life slow. The law so stern and justice stood, and people were behaving like they ought to good. The little boy who was misled by a little boy, this is what he said. Me and you tell me gonna make some cash. Robert old folks said making a dash. He did the job, money came with ease, but when the couldn't stop, it's like he had a disease. He robbed another and another, and a sister and a brother. Tried to rob a man, was a DT undercover. The car grabbed his arm and started acting, he racked like he said,
"Back to boy, don't use
brought it in the belly and he made it snap. And the little boy was strapped. The kid brought a gun and said,
"Why'd you hit me?"
The barrel was head straight for the cop's kidney. The cop got scared, the kid got to figure out the years.
If I pull this trigger.
So he cold dashed and ran around the block. Cop radios into another lady cop. He ran by a tree, they saw the sister. Shot for the head, he shot back when he missed her. Looked round good and from expectation, he decided he head for the subway station, but she was coming and he made a left. He was running top speed till he was out of breath. Knocked an old man down and swore he killed him. Then he made a move to an abandoned building. Ran down the stairs up to the top floor. Opened up the door there, guess who we saw? David, don't feed shooting, who don't know the meaning of water on so. He said, hurry up, run. The dope piece went out a spanking shotgun. He looked outside and there was cops all over. Then they dipped into a car, a stolen Rover. Not doing 83. Crashed to a tree near University. Escaped the line, though the car was battered. Rat-tat-tat and all the cops got it. Ran out of bullets and he still had static. Grabbed the pregnant lady and put out the automatic. Pointed at her head and said the gun was full of lead. He told the cops, back off, the honey here is dead. Deep in his heart, he knew he was wrong, so he let the lady go and he starts to move on. Siren sounded and him around it. Before long, the little boy got surrounded. He grabbed his gun, so went the glory, and this is the way I have to end this story. He was only in a madman's dream. The cop shot a kid, still hear him scream. This ain't funny, so don't you dare laugh. Just a little about the wrong path. Straight and narrow, or your soul get cast. You know this part. Good night. Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
Oh what the
hip hop test?
I'm sweating. Why you couldn't give me some Rakim?
There's no pressure, yo. There's no pressure.
Why you couldn't give me some Rakim or something?
Oh man, listen, y'all.
If you would have gave me some LL or some Rakim, I'd have been ready.
Let me go ahead and pod this down real quick. And we're going to make sure all of that music is gone before I say, welcome to episode 52 of the Where's Brunch podcast. Hey. That was fun.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and good night, ladies and gentlemen, viewers and listeners all across the world. Welcome to the Where's Brunch podcast. And if you are viewing us on YouTube, please hit the subscribe button. And also give us some likes because, you know, like we like to know that you like it.
And comment.
And if you're listening to us on any of the streaming platforms, please be sure to subscribe and give us 5 stars.
Hey,
we only want
5 stars. That's it.
5 stars.
It's 5 or nothing.
Be sure to follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and all other social media platforms.
That's
Cheers.
What's up. I love it. You're very good at that.
Thank you.
Oh, here we are, y'all. Another episode.
Another episode.
We made it.
It's been a week.
It has been a week.
I didn't know if we was going to make it to this because I was worried about you.
Yeah, yo. Before we get into that.
Yes.
How you feeling? Are you feeling good today?
I feel good. I feel like if my nostril would work, my right nostril would work, then we'd be all the way
It's
good.
not even swapping between nostrils?
It's not even swapping between nostrils.
That's
it's
rude.
Just the right nostril that just wants to get clogged up.
You sound good, though.
I feel good.
You look good.
Thank you. You
know
look
what I
good
mean?
too.
Hey, man, I'm just chilling
How
today.
you doing?
It's light.
How you doing?
Something light. Remember I told you about that? It's a little
light.
light. It's not crazy.
Yeah, whatever.
I mean, you can't find these, but it's light though. Yo, it's been a crazy week this week. As I've mentioned on this show previously, I suffer from insomnia. And this week I had, this is the first time I'm really witnessing this.
Quite about.
I had an insomnia flare up. This insomnia flare up? I don't know.
I don't know what it is.
But you mentioned it, and I'm glad you brought it up. Like when we first met, when we first met in the beginning of our knowing each other.
When we wasn't together yet.
Together. Even though we were.
Slept in my bed that night.
I came to your house to do your show, Wine with Friends.
Wine with Friends.
And when I came to do your show, I had been, where's Beans at?
He just walked in the hallway.
Okay. When I came to do your show that night, I'd been on a binge of not sleeping all week.
All week.
And you witnessed that this week for the first time.
And since then.
Yeah,
because I did offer it instantly took me back because I remember talking to you all week and you telling me how you weren't sleeping, and I was really worried, like, if you want to push the show back, we can push it back a week. We don't have to do this. If you're really, really exhausted, you need to rest. I don't want you on the show because, sometimes people are low energy.
Yeah. Nah, I was turned up.
But you weren't. You were like, lights, camera, action, let's go. And we did not 1, but 2 episodes.
Yeah, we did.
It was kind of like 3 hours. People were saying we were on a date.
Yeah, they did say that.
Yeah.
So this week, no sleep. It was like 5 hours, and then 5 hours, and then 4 hours, and then finally last night I got some sleep. I got 8 hours last night,
and I did not last night because I was stressed.
Insomnia is a strange thing because you can take drugs, you can take sleep meds, you can take muscle relaxers, you could take NyQuil, Tylenol PM, anything that's meant to make you go to sleep at night, and it doesn't work.
That's crazy. I would be up here pop locking, dancing, doing all kind of things because I can't sleep. I'll be up watching TV if I can't sleep.
Well, if I get up, then you're gonna wake up.
Feel like you wake me up, but I understand now that you be up and you're like turned over on the side, scrolling on your phone.
I be on my phone. I might as well
all the way down.
I might as well see what Cat Williams said. You know what I'm saying? Turn my phone on or something.
Yeah, I felt really bad.
Crazy, and it's really it could be depressing. Like you get to a point where it's like desperation. Like it feels like what is going on? Like all I want to do is sleep, and you can't. You just up. You just awake. So every night I was going to sleep. We went to bed early one night, 10:30 or so.
We was going to bed early all week.
10:30, 11 o'clock.
We were tired.
Done. And I pop up at 1:50 every night, like clockwork. 1:50. One night was 1:51. And it probably was 1:50 when I woke up. I just didn't look at the clock.
Oh my gosh.
And every single night, 1:50, 1:50, 1:50. And then even last night I woke up, but at some point I didn't look at the clock. My mind didn't start singing music. I didn't go to like some tunes that I've been listening to Marvin Gaye all week. So that's been popping in my head. I just laid there and just went back to sleep. So shout out to God. Helped me get some sleep last night.
But wait a minute. So you said 150. You kept hitting 150.
Every night.
We might need to play that number. Okay? Just
them black people, man. I'm trying to play the number every time something happens.
I would say that could be a sign.
You know what I mean? Maybe so.
Maybe so, man.
Maybe so.
I'm really glad that you got sleep last night.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
I didn't want another day, especially it's the weekend. It's a holiday weekend.
We had date night last night.
And we had date night.
And I was exhausted, but I still had a great time. I wasn't like faking it till I made it, nothing like that. I had fun.
It was great.
But I was on fumes.
I know. I'd be worried about that.
I'm like, dang, man. Yeah. Then I woke up this morning like Pookie when he started smoking crack again. when he was at the crack house the next day, he was pop locking it.
He was spinning around. He was doing all that. He was doing all that.
Right.
Yeah,
that was me this morning.
And I was like, I didn't sleep well.
Yeah, you got your little 6 hours, but you somehow you do pretty well with sleep.
Yeah,
and then so you're getting 6 hours here and there. You still function pretty well, but those 5s and 4s though, ooh, it's rough. So yeah, man, shout out to all my insomniacs out there. I wish the best for y'all, man. I pray for y'all.
Keep
for
hope
us,
alive.
yo, man. Just I don't know what the solution is. I don't know what that is. It's a mental illness thing, I believe.
Is it?
Is insomnia mental illness? It's not a physical. It's not a physiological thing. You know what I mean? Like sleep apnea is like my body. It's like a physiology type of thing. Sleep insomnia, I believe, is a mental illness.
I didn't know that. I didn't know. Yeah, I don't know a lot about it.
I mean, not that I'm trying to listen. I'm not here trying to be the victim or claiming mental and all that stuff or whatever. But I believe it falls into that category.
Okay,
it's all mental.
How about that?
So yeah, here we are, man.
We made it. We made it. It's a long weekend, and here we are.
We don't have a whole lot on the board, but we do have a few things to talk about.
Yeah, we do.
Is that, you know what I'm saying? It's one of those days. It hasn't been a really active, busy week.
Yeah, it hasn't been a busy press week. Like
right.
The week before, there was just so much going on. It was like boom, 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 boom.
Right.
This week, but we had a great week, and thank you to all of the folks who listened, who watched the snippets, who commented, who gave us feedback.
Yeah.
Thank you guys. We were partying last weekend as we returned to the pod. So.
Yeah, we did. Yo, things look different now, of course, and people got good feedback about that.
Yeah. So now that we're in the new year, we're planning a year.
Yeah, we've been talking about that. And really, it's going into
we're planning
2 years really, because we have a really big trip.
Yeah.
Next year, right?
Somebody's turning 50.
I'm turning 50 next year.
Hey. It's your birthday.
50 group.
It's your birthday. It's your birthday. It's your birthday.
Yo, Beans, where you at, son? Beans, where? I got a little crack stick for him.
Oh, busy.
I got the little thing
he's
on.
like,
So
I don't
really like that thing like that.
So we're talking about like what the next 2 years for us look like as far as planning out and vacations and all these things. We need to visit people and we want to hit certain things. We want to experience. There's some festivals and stuff, and it's like, and it made me think, and I wrote it up there on the board, like the business side of marriage, right? You have the we do all the gallivanting and the date nights and all the fun and all that kind of stuff, but a piece of this whole marriage thing is like you have to be really good at planning things out and being strategic with things. I mean, we were talking about like, okay, we need leave. How many days are we going to need for this amount of time that we're going to be gone? Like, and when should we, like looking at dates and things like, okay, well, for this, we're going to need probably so many days, X amount of days. And for this, well, we need to spread this out. Maybe we need to push something a little further back because that's also going to be an amount of days. Yep. So, and I love how you...
What I do?
Listen, y'all. I be looking at flights, okay? So I'm looking at Emirates, first class, all these things. And I love how you be like, okay, let's just look. Just give me a couple quotes. Let's look at our options.
There's that. There is that, right? That exists. And also, y'all gotta understand, like Trina comes to me at bare minimum, maybe twice a week, at least bare minimum, with some type of, vacation idea. Meanwhile, we're on a 6 month of sit down, right? We said we're not going anywhere. We're not doing anything. For some reason, she loves to torture herself and wants to pull me into that torture.
It's not that I'm torturing myself. It's just that I'm getting all of these emails and deals and things. And so I'm like, okay, well, this deal could be 9 months. We can use this 9 months from now. So if I show you it now, then we're not going anywhere, but we can move on it so that by the time the months come, we didn't miss out on the deal or the savings.
Have I told you today that I love you? I love you. You know that, right?
I love you too.
You are special. You are so much. Because she talks about, so-and-so keep emailing me. And I'm not talking about like her friends. I'm talking about like companies. Clothing companies, travel agencies, airline. They keep emailing me as if she didn't sign up for the email.
Well, if
list.
I have frequent flyer miles with a company, of course they keep me abreast of deals.
It comes in handy when you ready? And it comes in handy.
Yeah, because I'd be like, hey, this deal happened, this sale is on, this is this. And so, and then I'll be like, oh, we could go here and we go here and we go here. Be like, hold on.
Everybody
we got to plan this out. We got to smooth these days.
Yeah, I appreciate you for not turning your phone on and on the camera and putting me on YouTube and being some bum nigga and I don't want to go nowhere. He don't want to take me to Barbados.
I mean, I understand that we're trying to be strategic. We're saving. We're making plans.
Yeah.
And the old way is just to wing it. Just do it. Oh yeah, we're fine. Let's figure it out later.
That's kind of what we did year one of our marriage. We just been just doing what we want to do.
Just do it.
And I'm like, well, if we, and I don't want to go back into the 6 month sit down thing, but if we just build up this nest, this thing, we can really wild out.
Wild out. Wild out. Wild out. Okay.
If you're glad that LOX rock riders now.
Wild out. Listen.
Y'all love my wife. She's hip hop. She is hip hop. This is the best possible situation for me. I hope y'all understand that.
I don't know why that song came to my head right then and there, but it was just there.
Oh man, this is so great for me. I'm so happy I met you.
Same here,
So we are getting way off. So
okay.
So yes, planning, right?
Planning.
Planning out our next year because there's little things that need to happen, that should happen here and there. Like I just mentioned to you that I'm gonna go to Rochester again and just spend a week up there, working from up there, hanging out with my parents.
Wait, you didn't say a week.
It was a week last time, so same thing, same idea. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
Just spending some time with the parents and whatever. Because the folk, they're getting older.
Yes.
The parents are getting older. You know what I mean?
True.
And I want to spend more time. And I live here, they live there. You know what I mean? So and the same for you. You know what I'm saying? Your mom's up in Long Island and shit. Like so, those little things. You want to plan out. Like while $150 or $230 ticket is not back-breaking, you still want to think these things out and plan things out.
Yes. And I am a planner, just for the record. I'm a planner. If I could tell y'all all the searches that I have pending right now on my email and in my system that give me updates on different countries and all those things so I know the trends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ready. It's good. It's good to have that.
I'm ready.
You know what I mean? So
yes.
And then long term, we have, like you said, I turn 50 next year.
Yes.
And we are planning a big trip for that. And then we're talking about another big trip for your 50th, which is the next year. So that makes us have to plan out really 2 years because it's like, as soon as that mine happens, we got to start
prepping for mine.
Prepping for yours. And then yours and Joe's 50th birthdays are back to back. Donnie's 50th is next August. Next August.
Oh wow.
So it's like however many months, you know what I'm saying, after mine. So it's a lot going on. It's gonna be a lot going on during that period. And some people might not do anything. You never know. So I got mine going early.
Yes.
And we're gonna get it popping.
So
we're trying to get better at the business of marriage.
Yeah, it's important. You gotta communicate. You gotta communicate. And if
Yeah.
you don't communicate, then you have people who just buy plane tickets to Florida because they were on sale, and then you let the spouse know, hey,
afterwards,
I bought some tickets.
Yeah, so
we going on such and such a date.
Yeah. So figure out all these additional expenses that go along with that. Cause we going. And it works out. It works out.
It does.
I mean, it wasn't quite like that, but
but
it was similar.
It was similar.
Yeah. The business of marriage, y'all. Like all y'all out there listening, like the married folks.
Do y'all have business meetings?
Do you have business meetings?
Yeah. Do you like meet monthly? Do you meet weekly or bi-weekly? Is there one person who handles everything? Do men still hand their checks to their wives?
Do men? Hold up. Who's out there getting
my like your grandparents, the husband would just come home and hand the check to the wife because she was managing all of the finances for the household.
Right.
And
now a physical check is a little outdated.
Okay,
but
do you?
I'm sure for some folks out there still get physical checks.
Yes, some do get checks.
There's people that still go to the bank.
Yes. My mom can tell you about it.
So physically
stories.
Hand the check over to the wife. Yeah. Go grab a beer, sit down, pop it open, and watch your favorite show on TV.
Give you your allowance for the next 2 weeks.
You don't even ask for it. It's just, because you don't do nothing but go to work every day.
Yeah. So I was just wondering, do people still do that? Does one person do everything and you just hand the money over and let them figure it out?
That's a good question.
Do you pay attention to it to see like what they're doing? Do you check to see, okay, this is paid, or do you just assume that everything is good and you handed your money over and it's good? Like
there's a lot
fun.
There's a lot that came along with that transaction.
Yeah.
If you want to start thinking about it.
Yeah.
There's a lot, that transaction of a man being the breadwinner in the family.
Yeah.
Right? So that's it. And then coming home, handing the check over to the wife.
Boom.
So that check, in that physical check, whatever that and what that represents, that is security. Mm-hmm. That is taking care of everything, right? So along with that comes, along with that transaction of a man handing a check over to a woman, comes trust.
Yes.
Right, because you're gonna trust her to do whatever she
needs to do.
It comes understanding, because you understand that she might take some of that money and stash it away for herself.
Yeah, that could happen. The little nest egg.
It comes with, I'm gonna say understanding again, but this in more of a negative way. Understanding that motherfucker who is a breadwinner and bringing home the bacon. He might have some shit with him that you're gonna overlook because of the fact that he's handing you that check every single week.
Well, does he have another job?
I'm saying, Trina.
Does he have another job that I don't know about? He put a check somewhere else.
Another what?
Does he have another job somewhere and he's giving the other check somewhere else?
No, I'm not. Maybe, but I'm not saying that necessarily. I'm just saying that act, that a man taking on in a certain time in our lives, or whatever, humanity, whatnot, society. It came with some shit.
Yes, it does. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's like, don't question me about shit.
Yeah. Because you got the money. So just go and do what you need to do. The house is taken care of.
Yeah, everything taken care of. You can go out with your little friends. You got your little book club. All these little things you want to do.
Yeah, go ahead.
Don't question me about shit.
Yeah. I handed you the money.
Yo, it's a deep thing.
Yeah, and so what do you do when the lights get cut off after you handed her the money? Because that happens. Ain't no food in the house after you handed her the money.
The ribs is touching.
Like, where's the money?
You ain't hand over money. You just handed over a paper check, nigga. Ain't no money attached to that shit.
Listen, I think I watched, I think it was Everybody Hates Chris, and I think she managed the money.
She did.
Yeah, and she would be yelling. What's his name? Julius?
But that was the penny pincher.
Yeah. Was it Julius? Was that his name?
It might have been Julius.
Yeah,
like that.
But she was like, I paid this. Do you know what I have to do to make this stretch to feed all these kids in this? So we touched on the topic, and we touched on breadwinners, and we touched on, the man leading the household and women not asking questions and all that kind of stuff. And like in some instances, when the man is the breadwinner and the woman then decides to leave, that then there's this question of, well, how is she going to get by financially, because she has been, relying on him, that he's been the source of the income. So in many instances, the divorce happens and the husband just moves on and takes the money. Or you have support for the patriarchy going on that decides to let that man get divorced and wait to give him his $129 million contract so his wife can't get none of the money.
Shout out to the Miami Heat.
If you see these dogs in your front yard,
If that wasn't some
upstairs, I'm going hard.
bullshit,
Bing bong.
that was some bullshit.
I don't understand what you're talking about.
That's preservation of the patriarchy.
No.
Yes, it was.
Why is that?
Why they wait to give him the contract?
So she don't take all this money.
They've been married.
So you don't think she's taken care of?
I don't know. We don't know what the settlement
Hold up,
was.
man. What are we talking about?
We are talking about divorce and the Miami Heat and how they waited intentionally to give him his new money after his divorce was final. That is preservation of the patriarchy.
Gangster.
Preservation of the patriarchy.
The patriarchy.
Y'all
listen.
dudes will the men will look out for the men and make sure that the men don't have to pay.
Do the women look out for the women?
Sometimes.
Everybody looks out for whoever they identify with. Men look out for men. Black men, they're going to look out for black men first. Black women going to look out for black women first. Take every race and every gender. This is my theory. It's probably a theory that already exists, but just observing everything. We look out for who we see in the mirror first, and then you start going down the line from there.
So the NBA is primarily male.
Oh yeah, hell
the
yeah.
leadership is male.
Yeah.
So basically,
Could have came from him. Could have came from Eric.
The dude, whoever.
Eric
Everybody knew.
Eric Spoelstra.
Everybody on the block knew that he was getting divorced. Okay? Everybody on the block knew.
They said, "Yo, we want to give you this contract." He said,
Hold it.
"Hold up.
Hold up. Hold up.
If you were a rich woman and you had a husband who had some ground to stand on, possibly taking you to through the ringer
years was
in
they
divorce,
together?
and you listen, and would you not say, you know what? Let's hold up with that. This big money, this big deposit. Let me take care of this nigga first. Get him out of the way, and then give me my contract so he can't get none of it. With a person that you've been unhappy with, would you not do that to protect yourself? Oh, silence is golden, y'all. I swear to God. Would you not do that, Trina? You would.
Probably.
Yeah.
I don't want to be like Mary J. Blige, having to work in concert and do all this shit and give him a check after he stole my motherfucking money and was cheating on me and running around with these hookers. Nah.
Hookers.
Hoes.
Oh, gosh. Hey, man, listen. You know what I'm saying? You got to look out for yourself out here, and we're going to look out for each other. Yeah, that's it.
The patriarchy.
They call it what you want. Call it what you want.
Hot
If a
ass.
woman owned that establishment at the WNBA, and some woman, coach was going through the same situation, I'm sure that person who was in charge of that organization would look out for her and do the same thing. Say, we got this money for you, but we're gonna hold off until you get this no good mofo out of your house.
Well, sister girl, ex-wife of Eric Spots, whatever.
Spoelstra.
Sister girl, I hope you got your money.
Listen, she might not care about money like that. Everybody thinks that she should care about money, or everyone thinks that everyone else should care about money, and she may not even care about that.
But
Like, she
you
actually clapped back at somebody on the internet who said that she was I don't know, whatever they said, something derogatory towards her for losing out on the bag, fumbling the bag, they said. And she's like, yo, y'all act like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm supposed to be out here chasing money all the time.
Oh, so she had a prenup and a guaranteed amount of money when the marriage
Maybe
ended.
she's straight. Maybe she don't care about that 120 million. Like,
I get you.
maybe she got 20 already or something.
Maybe she's also accustomed to a certain lifestyle and he's agreed to the divorce to preserve said lifestyle. And I'm good with that. Keep me living the way I was living. If you got me rolling in Rolls Royces, keep me in the Rolls Royces when we divorce.
So
okay?
where does equality, women equality fit into that picture?
What do you mean?
Like, where does that fit into the picture? Like, do those things exist? Does that mentality that you just mentioned only exist because of the imbalance in our society right now?
I think that if you have these millionaire coaches and they have these wives, they don't work sometimes. Many times they might not have a job and they have become accustomed to a certain lifestyle because their husband is the head coach and he makes X amount of dollars. They're just used to this life. So I think the equality thing, this is not a situation where we're looking at equality. We're looking at a standard of living that they've just been having, and maybe they gave up their career.
So how does this work out in like the courts and stuff like that, right? So you got, let's say you have a man, we're talking about coaches. We don't have to, it's anything, right? Some wealthy man, right? Who's pulling in millions and millions of dollars, maybe billions.
Usually
and
they got
he has maybe they got a prenup, but these prenups are not standing up in court these days, right? So you have a wife at home, and maybe part of why y'all are not getting along is because she's lazy. She don't want to go do her own thing. She don't want to go start businesses. She has the ability to do that because we have the funding in my salary, but she don't want to go do nothing. She just wants to shop, hang out, do whatever, right? This is an example, right? So now I want a divorce. Why should she get part of the money when she's a bum? Example.
Why she has to be a bum?
Because that exists.
Okay, that exists, yes. But did she have children for you?
Maybe. I don't.
Have y'all been together multiple years, like a decade or more?
Okay, maybe.
Okay. There are things she's put some time in here.
Not every scenario is like that.
Not every scenario, but in the scenarios where they have.
Some.
But also, these billionaire men also have to take some responsibility for their desire to attract a certain type of woman. Okay?
What does that mean?
That means that if you want the Instagram models and the badonkadonks and the BBLs and all that stuff, you can't be mad because that's what you wanted.
It ain't about emotion. It's about law. It's about, it's not about being mad. So if you got that and she end up being a bum, who's to say that she's entitled to half of my money? And she's a fucking bum. And you can't even really prove that. You understand what I'm saying? It's not like a blanket thing where this rich motherfucker, all of a sudden he wants a divorce from this chick. Maybe she's been a fucking bum all this time. She's had ample opportunity. I said, hey, listen, I'll give you $150,000 to start this business or whatever it is. I'll fund your dreams and but
Maybe that's not her dream.
Her dream maybe was just to get up under some nigga with a bunch of money and be a fucking bum. Who knows?
What is wrong with living a soft life? Why does that have to be a
soft
bum?
life?
Why does it have to be a bum? Because you want to live a soft life. Because you don't desire to do anything but be taken care of.
Okay, if that's what you're looking for, cool, bro. Then do that.
And you knew that she was like that when you married her. So what is the problem?
It's not always like that. We're bringing up a whole bunch of different scenarios.
Okay,
right
we
now.
are bringing up a whole bunch of different scenarios.
I had a very specific
but you said,
scenario.
she's a bum. Everybody's interpretation of a bum is not the same thing.
No.
Right.
Right, but there's bum chicks, there's bum dudes.
Yes, there are.
Right? You understand that there can be chicks as bums, right?
I absolutely understand that. But when we're talking about these millionaire men, these women that they're getting, this cadre of women that they pull from, I don't see them as bums. I see them as the eye candy that these men wanted.
Well, you know. So then they got to pay the price.
You got to pay to play.
Well, not Eric Spoelstra. Holla. Oh man, that's fantastic, yo! City boys up.
City boys are
City
not
boys
up.
up.
Please go sit down somewhere.
City boys
That's
up.
bullshit.
All right, I have a random question right now.
Here we go, y'all. Let me sip my froze.
This is for you and everyone watching and listening, Pardon me. Do you ever go to the bathroom without your phone?
Probably not.
Do you remember going to the bathroom back in the day?
We didn't have cell phones.
Staring at the tiles,
But wait.
seeing shapes, animals, all types of shit.
That was back when your family had magazine buckets in the bathroom. So you picked up the People magazine and you just flipped the pages.
What does your sanitized Clorox wipe mind think about that right now?
Back in the day, we was in different times. That was pre-COVID. That's pre-COVID times. Because I know my parents had some People magazines, the little Essence magazines, the
All
old
types of
ones.
shit.
They was in a bucket right by the toilet. So all you had to do, you be sitting down.
Just sitting
and you
there.
just reach
You looking at that Jet magazine?
just flip on the toilet.
Wait a minute.
There's always that one bathroom that you know.
They gonna have the joints in there.
The air freshener's gonna be in there.
It's gotta be lit. You be wait a minute.
toilet paper.
You be anticipating like yo, listen. When we go over to Joe and the house for this party on Saturday, I'm going to the bathroom.
The air freshener gonna be in there.
The air freshener.
The good toilet paper, the Cottonelle with the extra, or the Charmin with the extra 2-ply, the thickness.
Oh, listen.
And then you got
Hold up.
the magazine. Because some people in my family used to have that what's that cheap, that Scott tissue? And
Yo,
had
you
to
out
wrap
here.
your own
Yo,
hand.
I swear to God. You about to make me do this again? If you got single ply toilet paper, I swear to God, do not invite me to your house, yo. You are making my wife choke right now. Pause. Yo, if you got single ply toilet paper, son, I swear to God,
Listen.
don't invite me over your house.
Everybody got that one relative that got the single ply toilet paper.
So listen, let me can I we're getting off track. But this is what we do, right? We're drinking frosés right now. So can I tell you a story real quick? It's a very short story. I went home to visit my parents, and I go to the bathroom, right? And I gotta handle my business, and I reach for the toilet paper, and I'm like, "This is single ply." I'm over there. My shoulder is sore afterwards. Just this wound up on my hand, and I'm like, "What? Why do they do this? Why are they doing this? Like, is there something that I don't know? Is there something we need to talk about?" So then my mind says, "How do I bring this up in conversation?"
Why you got that cheap ass toilet paper?
Yeah, it's my parents. I can't just do that.
No, you can't.
Right? So I was like, how do I bring this up in conversation? Because this is a problem. This is single ply. So somehow I bring it up with my dad. And I didn't bring up, y'all got single ply toilet paper. Somehow I brought the toilet paper up, and he let me know that he has a hookup on toilet paper.
So they got like a year's worth.
His man's working some type of place that does like restaurant distribution type of thing,
gosh.
and they were getting single ply toilet. So I was like, I ain't mad at that. I'm not mad at that, yo. I'm not mad at that.
Oh my gosh.
Single ply toilet paper listen. You take your single ply toilet paper and you clean off your butter knife from that grape jelly you spread on your toast.
Here we go. We're back on that grape jelly.
All right, we're gonna stop with the jelly. So yeah, back in the day, man, I, as a kid, I would sit there in the bathroom and I would just stare at the tiles and I would see shapes, dinosaurs, lions, monkey, all types of shit. Just because the tiles had them little weird lines and stuff in them.
Yes.
What the hell did we do back then? Like
Wallpaper.
Now, wallpaper. Nowadays, if you forget your phone, you'll go back and get it before you you really get into things.
Or you read. I used to read the box on products in the bathroom.
Trina again. Yes.
I got issues. I used to read the product.
And we couldn't even look stuff up. You're like, what is
this?
Zyclochloropham? You just gotta live with it. What's hydroplaxazine? And then you just leave the bathroom and forget about it.
Yeah. Something with acid. You like,
acid, son.
What is this?
Oh my God.
These are the things.
Yo, man. And listen, and as a young girl, I'm sure it was different. As a young boy, parents out there with little boys back in the 80s, we were walking fire hazards. Like we were I was in the bathroom mixing shit.
Oh, gosh. What?
I remember being in the bathroom at times and because my mom smoked cigarettes. So there were matches and shit everywhere. I remember being in the bathroom with like some type of spray, probably like the smell good shit, with a match, like, whoa, just to see what it looked like.
Oh my gosh.
Yo,
we were burn the whole house down.
It could have happened. I wasn't like a fire starter or nothing like that. But as a young boy, we were so. I remember pouring, like just chemicals into the tub, and the shit started smoking up.
Oh my God!
And it burned.
Was it like Comet and something
it made
mixed
like
together?
acid, and it burned. It made like it messed up the tub, and I just walked out of there like I didn't know what was going
like
on.
Nothing happened.
Like nothing happened, yo. Yeah,
Boys.
my parents don't be listening to this shit, y'all. Yeah, that was me.
Oh God.
That was me, y'all.
Oh my gosh.
We're on another topic now, but it's funny. I got one more. Got to tell one more.
Oh gosh.
I remember one time.
What did you do?
My cousin Larry. It was a bunch of my cousins, but my cousin Larry was a Dallas Cowboys fan. And we're at the house, and there's Cowboys versus 49ers one time. I was a little kid, right? So you see that dice? Can you grab that real quick? What? Just grab that dice, that big dice, that big clay dice right there. Pardon me. This is highly unorthodox.
Excuse me.
My sister made this for me. Niecy made this for me in high school.
Wow.
Right, and I've had it ever since. Right. So this heavy ass, it was made out of clay and whatnot. It's heavy as shit. I use it now for like an instant holder. We had the house one time and 49ers playing against Dallas Cowboys, and they won. And my cousin Larry was talking shit. Oh my God, he was talking heavy shit. I went upstairs into my room. I was so mad. I went up to my room. I grabbed this off my desk, off my dresser, and I threw it to my bed. Boom! It bounced off my bed and went onto the wall. Bang! Put a big ass hole in the wall. And I was like, I'm gonna get killed for this.
What? Did you blame it on your cousin?
I put a poster over it.
I can't. When did your parents find that hole?
After I was in the military.
Oh my gosh.
After I was in the military, they found that shit.
These are the things.
They probably don't even remember that at this point. These are the things.
These are the things. Are you serious?
Parents with little boys. Watch them, y'all. I'm trying to tell you, son.
Oh my gosh.
That shit put a hole in that wall. I put a poster over it. Remember we used to have posters of salt and pepper.
Yeah.
Kid
Oh my
playing them.
gosh. Remember the Right On posters?
Right on. Remember the magazines had posters in them.
Word Up magazine. Word Up magazine was the magazine that I was definitely like, I will buy that anytime I'm in the grocery store. If I see the fresh new word ups.
Yep.
Yeah, I would buy that.
Yo, man. What are the Jewish people doing in Brooklyn right now with tunnels under the people's houses?
It's giving human trafficking.
Where Kanye at?
That's what it's giving. It's giving human trafficking.
What Kanye said?
Gotcha.
Yo, so in Brooklyn, people had been complaining to police or whoever they complained
And
to.
posting on Twitter.
And posting on Twitter. Someone posted, yo, I hear people under my house. These are ground level people with no basements. I hear people under my house praying and
Speaking Yiddish.
This is like probably Crown Heights, 'cause that's where all the and it went ignored. And recently they discovered that this specific synagogue
Yes.
had a tunnel built from the synagogue through under people's homes to another building. And there was a soiled mattress that they pulled out that no one talked about really.
Listen.
And people are like, what were y'all doing down there?
Yeah. What?
That's all we want to know.
What?
Steve Harvey, what?
What?
Yo.
Listen, human trafficking. What else you need to dig a tunnel for?
Allegedly.
What else you need to get
some people said, there's a couple theories. Some people said that that they started building the tunnels during COVID because they wanted to get to the synagogue to pray. And everything was closed down.
So you go underground and you dig illegally, and that makes sense to you?
No permits.
Under what God does that tell you to do that?
Oh, woo.
Just wondering.
And then there's other people who said that this specific group, or I don't know if it's a synagogue, and this is just what I heard on the internet, they had been connected with some child type of nastiness and whatnot.
You don't.
Yeah. So, it's a crazy thing.
I mean, most of the other times when we found tunnels, what has it been? Drug smuggling.
Yeah, usually something a little El Chapo.
And them. You know.
And them.
El Chapo and them was, we got people trying to get across the border, under the border. You got all kinds of things with these tunnels, but most of the time the tunnels are for illegal activities. Why the hell else are you building it?
Yeah, man, it's crazy, y'all.
Child.
Go ahead, man.
Lord, let us be out here digging tunnels.
Listen.
Shout out to Tunnel Girl on TikTok who got busted in Reston, Virginia for digging tunnels.
Girl, it's such a dope name.
She was digging tunnels. They finally figured out where she was in her cul-de-sac in Reston, Virginia. She said that she hit river water. She had dug down so far.
Lord.
Listen, folks be doing stuff.
Yo, it's crazy.
Just doing stuff. And then they don't go to jail.
Nope. I mean, doing something like that, though, is probably not like a felony or nothing like that. So it's probably
Well,
some
she
light
claims
shit.
that she was digging on her land because she owned it.
She said, listen, I own this, what you see, and everything below, all the way to China.
Child. Posting all her engineering skills on TikTok. Gotta love it. And why do people do illegal shit and put it on TikTok?
Oh, yeah. Doing illegal stuff is one thing. I'm not necessarily against that, y'all. But posting it on social media, I'm completely against that.
At some point, somebody's gonna figure out where you are. Okay?
Yo. Oh, man. You got anything?
Huh?
You got anything? I got more stuff.
Well, I mean, I kind of wanted to talk about today, but we don't have to talk about
we
today.
need to talk about today.
We don't.
Shout out to you.
Oh.
Hey. Should I introduce it?
Go ahead. Do it.
Then you go. I'm just going to hand it off and I'm going to drink my Frosé. Okay. So today, Trina did her first wine tasting at Unwind, where we do our live podcasts, where our favorite wine shop. She did. They asked her to do a wine tasting, and she stepped up to the plate. She studied throughout the week, and she went there and she knocked it out the mug park. I love it.
Thank you.
Proud of you, baby.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Dope.
It was fun.
Yeah. How do you feel about it?
I feel really good about it. I feel like, for those of you who don't know, I have a passion for wine.
You don't say.
Said passion has led to wine schools, my wine business, and some wine projected businesses in the future. A huge part of working in the wine industry is often pouring and educating folks on wine and making it in a way that is fun, not stuffy, not pretentious, approachable, so people ask you questions, and interactive. And I feel like I did that today, and it felt good to meet some new people. And I want to say thank you to the folks who came out to support me.
Hey.
Thank you, Tiffany. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Paulette.
Yes.
For coming out and
Good
supporting.
friends.
And thank you to you for coming out and doing the tasting. And then poof, he disappeared. I was like, where'd he go?
Come on, man. Let's see. I'm moving around there.
I appreciate it. Thank you, Jess, for the opportunity at Unwind. Vanessa to do it. I was stressed. I was losing my mind. For those of you who have OCD, I'm one of those people who doesn't feel comfortable until I have a complete memorization of things that I want to say in my sleep.
Yeah.
So in my sleep this morning at 3:52 a.m., I was practicing my monologue about the wines. Hence why I only got 6 hours and 30 minutes of sleep, because I was literally going over the wines in my head and remembering the things that I read, the notes that I took, anecdotes, things that I needed to remember. And yeah.
You leave it up to Trina, and she will tell you what dinosaurs roamed that area back in the day before they became extinct, and then the grapes were grown. I mean, the detail and the depth or whatever is admirable. But like I told you before, you have that mind that retains facts and information. Mm-hmm. So it's like a Rolodex. So once you need to access it, boom, I can see it. I watch it from outside. You know what I'm saying? And you access that information, and there it is right there, handy for you. So I'm proud of you. I'm happy for you.
Thank you.
It's just a great thing. I know this is what you love to do.
It is.
You know what I mean?
It
so,
is.
And that's the thing that you have up on a lot of people. Not that this is a competition, because it's not. But one of the advantages that you have is that it's you. It's your personality. You're a very likable person. People like you. Very appealing. All those things. So your personality on top of the wine facts, right? Anybody can just sit there and just give a bunch of facts. Mm-hmm. But the personality on top of it is what really brings it home. So like I said, at the wine bar, at the wine shop, no one wants to sit there and interact with a robot.
Yeah.
You want somebody with some warmth, some personality, some appeal, some dimples, the laugh, or whatever it is. And you know what I'm saying? And it's good that you bring that to the wine field, because largely in the wine field, we see a lot of robots. Mm. You know what I mean by that?
I understand what you mean. The monotony.
Yeah.
The kind of talking at the person, or just talking. This spewing out things, and just and not really interacting, not answering questions, not even allowing for an interaction.
Yeah.
Because I've been to tastings where I wanted to interact with the person, and the person wasn't trying to talk to me. They were just trying to pour the next person wine.
As much as we love the Argentinian embassy, and we love that they invite us there for the tastings and stuff like that. We love those. Mm-hmm. I mean, and there's no downside to this. We just love them. However, within that, it's been one or two that's been like that. You know what I'm saying? And that's just a personality thing.
Yeah.
And
also them not knowing the wines really.
Well, there's that too.
If they were just brought in to help and they sat them at the table and said, okay, here's the wines you're going to pour.
And that's unfortunate. That happens too, though.
That's unfortunate.
I can't even blame them for that.
What I would say is that, because you spoke about my personality and things like that, excuse me, my mantra for myself every day, whether it's after working out, after boxing, after yoga, after meditation or whatever, I say to myself, be the light.
Yeah.
That's it.
I love it. I love that.
And I try to do that. I want to have fun. I want to enjoy it. And I just want to be a light.
That's good.
That shines on the thing that I'm talking about. I don't need the light on me. I just want to be able to interact and educate in a way that allows for a person to be like, oh, well, I had this wine and it was da 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 da. And I really enjoyed that experience. And I want to go back and have this one again. Or I want to investigate and have some more wine from this region or whatever. Yeah. So
that could be the start of someone falling in love with something.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Today, so many people had this Portuguese wine that they had never heard of before. They never tried this grape before. And everybody loved it. And they were buying it. And we bought some too.
Yeah, we did, yo. We got some good stuff.
Yes.
Let me see. I want to hit something else real quick.
Okay.
And we don't have to dwell on this long, because we gotta wrap this up soon, probably. Let me see.
He's wrapping us.
I'm hungry, yo. I'm hungry tonight. Let's see.
He want my empanadas. He want my empanadas.
It's going down. Let me see here. I got the media up. Oh shit! That's had music playing.
Oof.
We don't want that.
Woo-ha. Got you all in check.
That's what that was?
No, it just.
I'm about to say, damn.
No.
It's pretty good.
Drake hip hop?
Why are you doing this to me?
Drake is pop to me. In the sense, like, if I was in Target in Houston and I heard a Drake song, it feels like a lot of his music is compatible with shopping.
Commercial music.
Or it's
Commercial music,
shopping with an edge in certain instances.
Fair. I like Drake's music, but I understand exactly what you're saying.
Of course, I mean, I
it's
get
commercial, entertaining, fun, good,
it's
formulaic music.
It's likable.
Likable music, yeah.
It's likable.
But is it? I'm gonna leave you alone. We're gonna move on.
Yasin Bey, yo. That was Yasin Bey who was asked about Drake's music. This is fresh today. I just saw this today, and this everywhere already. How do you feel about that? That's hilarious, man. Oh.
First, let me say that I love Dante, Mos Def, Yasin Bey, all the iterations of him.
I'm with you there.
He is a skilled lyricist.
Yep.
He's a skilled actor.
He's a passionate artist.
He's an artist. And I don't know what's going to happen from this. Because we know Aubrey is petty.
He ain't messing with most.
But I don't think he wants that level of rap smoke.
No, he's not gonna get rap smoke out of that. One, two, Yasin Bey is so high. He's revered, right? So you don't respond to this. If you're Drake, you don't respond to this, man. Just leave it. Just leave it, yo.
Do you think he's not going to respond to this?
because he's smart.
Do you think? Because sometimes
Yes.
there's an emotionality that happens. Is that a
Yeah,
word?
hopefully he
Emotionality?
has enough people. Yeah, I like that though.
Emotionality.
Hopefully he has enough people around him to just say, just let it die.
But look what happened when Joseph Button said something.
Joe's
about
different.
it.
It's Joe's button is a different energy. It's a different energy. Joe is that. Joe's a combatant.
Mm-hmm.
Most is, and I'm pardon me, Yasin Bey. Right. I still sometimes I think of you as most
It's
definitely.
always
It's just,
going to be most.
you gotta
definitely.
understand that, bro.
Yes.
You know, he's different. He's an artist. He's a passionate artist. He is hip hop to the core. He's not here to be battle rapping motherfuckers. He's not here for that stuff or whatever. You know what I'm saying? He's the way people look at him, he's in some temple on top of a mountain somewhere in Tibet. Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Thinking rhymes that somehow get scrolled onto a tablet. So leave him alone.
So he's not going to respond, is what you're telling me.
I don't think he's gonna say anything, yo.
It's going to be a line. It's going to be a line. It's going to be a mini verse.
Do you think so?
Yes. He can't let.
He
hasn't matured.
He's very petty.
He hasn't matured enough to the point of walking away.
Yeah, I don't think. I almost look at pettiness. It's not even a maturity thing. It's just like it's just part of your DNA. Sometimes.
Okay.
So he might say something, but it wouldn't be received well.
This will be a great rap battle. I'm just saying, if it happens, this will put Most in. It'll catapult him. I'm sorry, Yasin. I know he doesn't aspire for
Right.
the whole thing.
No, he doesn't.
He doesn't aspire
care
for
about that
the
shit.
industry. He doesn't aspire, but this could get the clicks and the pay and the spins that he deserves. You know?
I don't know.
But I know that he doesn't desire that. But
Yeah, I think he's a happy person.
yeah.
But yeah, that was interesting. I mean, it was an interesting question,
Funny.
and I'm sure she wasn't prepared for the response, and she definitely wasn't prepared for the virality of the situation because it's all over the place already.
How do you feel about that statement that it's Target shopping music?
I feel like it's a little unfair. Like I feel like Drake. I do understand where he's coming from because there's not a whole lot of passion. I feel right. The way the perception from outside, it doesn't feel like there's a whole lot of. It's not like passionate, introspective music, right? It's just like, factory pump it out type of thing.
Okay.
And he has a formula that works, and he's just boom, 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 right?
Yeah.
However, I do feel like within that, there's some hip hop in there for sure. That's, I felt that way for sure. But, so at the end of the day, pop music is popular music.
Yes.
So is he pop music? Yes. He doesn't have a choice. He's highly successful.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? But I understand exactly where Yasin Bey is coming from with this. You know what I'm saying?
As a person who used to
get it.
frequent Target, yes, Drake is the type of music that I get my little Starbucks drink and I get my wagon,
Right.
and you move through the store, you be like, oh, okay, all right,
Right.
let me get to the linens.
But and here's the in defense of Drake, right?
Yeah.
While that works with a lot of Drake's music, a lot of it don't. Like you're not gonna hear the whole Scary Hours joint that he just came out with. You're not gonna hear none of that Target for sure. Like
Got you.
he's just borrowing it up. You know what I
Yes.
mean? So I get that.
It'll be interesting. Let's see
Yeah.
what happens in the next one because what's gonna happen is people gonna keep atting him and sending it to him.
Oh,
and all of that stuff.
he got it. He got it already.
You know he
He's got
has
it
it
already.
So
Speaking of rap, hip hop,
Yeah.
WWE type shit, right? Because rap is like WWE now.
WWE. It's not even WWF no more.
It's No.
I come from the time of WWF, and what was the one that start with an N?
NWO?
I don't remember. The one with Ric Flair.
Right before he went to WWF.
Yes.
It's, you got the costumes, you got the personalities, you got the scripts, you got all these different things in rap. Rap is like wrestling. It's horrible, son. It's bullshit. So today, recently, in the last couple of days or so. Okay, so let's go back a little bit. On the Joe Budden podcast, Melyssa Ford, I was about to call her Mel, but Mel, who is Melyssa Ford, made a comment, right? So they had played audio from Cameron and Mace's "It Is What It Is" show, and where Cam was telling a story about him and Mace being in a whorehouse back when they were younger, and they were telling a story about that. Mel commented that there could have been underage girls in that whorehouse, right? Which was foul, right? And the crew held her accountable on the spot. And in addition to that, she came back the next episode. She apologized for it. Well, that wasn't enough for Cam, right? So Cam went off and whatnot on his own platform, not on It Is What It Is, but his own live. And recently, he shows up somewhere with some pants on, with Mel's face spray painted on the front of the pants, with her mouth open right over his crotch area. And I thought it was corny. I thought it was extremely corny, yo. I thought it was immature and juvenile. And I don't even know. It's rap being WWE to me. This is not even a rap thing. This is a podcast thing. But rappers are podding now, and they're bringing that type of energy into the pod space. So I just wanted to bring it up because I thought the shit was corny. It's like, we are grown men. You understand? We are grown men, yo, and we have to move as such. I'm appreciative of my circle of friends and who are men, mature men, moving as such, and not here to bash, pull down, demean, or anything of that nature to any human being. But on top of that, black women especially. And I just, man, it was so disappointing. Even though I know Cam's brand, right? Cam's brand is fuck a bitch, right? That's his brand.
And there's a problem with that.
Let's
start there. There's a problem with that. There's a problem with that in the industry. And let me first say, for starters, I stand with Melyssa Ford at all times.
Same.
I think there's this era of just this thing where rappers think that it's still okay to disrespect women. I think that there's a select few that, relate to us as bitches and at all times. That's just what we're going to be. And to drag this out and to continue to be disrespectful to her, like you said, it's immature.
Yeah.
The other line to that is the disrespect that has been shown to the video vixen, where they are looked at as less than, they are looked at as pieces of, they're just additives to a music video to make the video look good. So they feel like the rappers is they feel like it's okay to disrespect these women, and nobody stands up for them and nobody steps up for them to say, respect them. It doesn't matter. They were working.
Right.
When they were doing your videos and they were in your videos in the bikinis that you wanted them in, when y'all wanted the Blasian chicks and all that kind of stuff, respect them. And just because they did that before doesn't mean that you have the right to demean them now.
Right. You really didn't have a right to demean them then.
No, you didn't. You never did. You never had the right. But to continue to move the way that they move.
It's like, come on,
It's
man.
like, he's constantly dismissing her. He's saying these things about what something happened back in the day or whatever. And it's just like you said, respect black women. And what's going to happen is nobody is going to check him. And he's going to continue to be the ass that he is.
I mean, that's his brand. Cam has been the same all these years.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that, I'm not necessarily saying that that he should or should not be checked, because he's a capitalist. He's trying to get paid, and this is his brand, right? Mm-hmm. However,
we can't keep doing this. He should or shouldn't be checked. Either he was disrespecting her or he wasn't disrespecting her.
He was.
Then he needs to be checked.
It was disrespectful.
Then he needs to be checked. It can't be that we have to look the other way because he's got a brand and he's got an image and he's doing this and this is his thing and all of that. No, fuck that. Stop disrespecting women.
I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that. I'm not into that. That's not my brand, of course, right. And whatnot. But it's an interesting thing, right? When someone chooses some type of brand to make money off of, right? Mm-hmm. This is because a lot of times they say, okay, this is what I put out here, whatever, but that's not actually how I feel or how I move in real life. Right, so they split this thing up, and this is where my hesitation was coming from. They split these things up into this real life and what I do to just get money in the entertainment industry, right? So that there's the little gray area, and it's a solid argument that says that type of branding is damaging, whether it's in real life or if it's in this entertainment space and whatnot. So that's where my hesitation came from. It's like, okay, well, you go check him, and it's like everyone who loves him, maybe he's a completely different person in real life than what this thing he's giving. I don't know. I'm just being objective here. I'm being objective. Then compared to what he's actually giving in this entertainment space. You understand what I'm saying?
I do understand what you're saying. And I guess this just came to mind.
That's nasty, though. It's nasty.
Yeah, this just came to mind. Back in the 90s, in the late 90s, it was probably 99. It could have been 2000. I read this amazing book by Dr. Joan Morgan. The book was called When Chicken Heads Come Home to Roost. And this book talked about the complexities and the dualities of Black women supporting the hip hop industry and loving the culture and loving everything about it, but us still being disrespected by way of misogyny, by way of sexism, by way of instances of sexual assault, by the different things that we have to endure, even though we love and support the industry.
It's crazy. It's a lot. It's a lot, yo. Shout out to Mel.
Yeah.
And Joe Budden Podcast. We love them over there. We rock with them. I didn't think that it was warranted.
And,
excuse me.
And middle finger to Jermaine Dupri's Instagram page for posting that shit. Like, that was the original location that the video came from. I guess they were coming on the show.
He was on. It is what it is. He was on their show, I believe.
And that's the outfit that Cam wore pre-taping.
Yeah.
And he was zooming in and looking at the cast and all of that. It's just like, again, another Black man up here jokey, thinking that that's funny enough to record and post when you've got this platform of all these followers who are going to repost it and add and share and all of these things. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, JD I thought would have been beyond that. But he was on the show, and he just he's putting that funny. He's putting that above.
It's not funny.
You understand what I'm saying? He's putting that above that.
At some point, Black men, y'all got to realize it's not funny to disrespect us.
Right.
It's just not funny. It's not cute. It's not sexy. It's not handsome. It's none of those things.
Right? Well, you know, you're fortunate enough to be surrounded by black men who don't get down like that.
Yes, thank the Lord. Thank the Lord. Oh my
Listen,
God.
I don't want to be misunderstood or unclear here.
No.
Like, you know what I mean?
I am well protected.
We are
Well,
we on another plane.
yeah.
And then we moving different on this side of things.
Yeah.
And that's corny, son. That whole shit is corny, yo. And it's unfortunate, man. I feel bad for her.
Right.
And
Nobody should have to be piled upon with the bullshit continually. Like last month it was one thing. Now this month there's some other shit. Like,
and this dragged on. From you know what I'm saying? I think it happened before the new year.
Go make some money. Go do
dragging
something.
on or whatever. It's like,
go do something else.
Stop it, man.
Go do something else.
And
Go find something else to do.
You gotta be careful, bro. In this age that we live in right now, if they catch on to your shit, if they catch on to that, they'll end them.
Some Me Too's will start.
They will end his ass, yo. So I hope that, you know, I wish the best for you, bro. All y'all, everybody involved, I wish the best for y'all. But I thought that I was tacky and unfortunate, for sure. So let's rap, but rap lied to us. And we're not going to get into that. We're going to talk about that on another episode. But rap taught us a lot of this shit. Hip-hop lied to us. So, you want to talk about what we're watching?
Hey, let's go.
We're the Where's Brunch podcast, as you can see. And here's what we're watching on TV.
Excuse me, partner. Can you keep that shit down? You see me watching TV.
Love that shit so much.
Shout out to Tupac.
This week's what we're watching is ongoing. It's not like something that we watch that's over. But we had to talk about this today.
Listen.
We are watching Kanan. What's the show
Power
called?
Book.
Power Book.
Kanan. Raising Kanan. Yes.
Raising Kanan.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Listen, 50. First of all, the young man who plays the young 50.
Fantastic, yo.
I forgot his last name.
Fantastic,
to
yo.
you.
Fantastic.
My brother,
He crushing that.
My young king doing it. Like he acts so much like a young 50. Like, how did young 50 act?
That's how good he is. That he's actually playing Kanan.
Yes.
But he sounds just like 50 post shot in the face.
Oh my gosh.
Because 50 didn't sound like that before he got shot in the face.
Right.
It's just after 50 got shot in the face.
Right.
He's killing that shit. Some people they hate on it, but I think he's crushing that shit.
I love it. So we're watching this season and some things have happened already. So do I say a spoiler alert or do I not say anything?
Joey Badass has already come out on his own platform and talk about this. And we mad.
And we are very
We
mad.
are upset.
Okay, this is some bullshit. Like, he's not dead, okay?
He gone, baby.
There's nobody.
I know.
As long as there's nobody,
they're trying.
There's a chance that he could come back.
So not in the last episode, not the most recent one, but the previous one, because they skipped a week, right?
We took a week off. It's fucking Ronnie.
Unique's brother previously got out of jail. Ronnie. This nigga is a fucking serial killer. I don't care what they say.
He is not rehabilitated.
He got one of those two-tone jackets that you get out of JCPenney.
Yeah.
You know, one of them two-tone jackets that fits a little
Khaki and the
small.
blue.
Khaki and the blue, yo.
Khaki and the blue.
He wears it all the time, and he is nuts. So he ended up, he gets home from jail. Right. He wants to get work. He wants to get back in the game, which is the interesting thing because he doesn't fit the 80s dope boy persona.
Because he was in the game in the 70s before he went to jail.
So they said how long he was locked up?
I can't remember, but the question is, why is he out? Remember, because didn't they ask when he first came home,
like, how you get out?
How you get out?
Yeah. So he might be playing some other shit. So he gets out or whatever. He wants work, and Unique is
He want to be back in charge.
He wants to be in charge. You are 1,000% correct. And Unique is like, yo, I'm gonna give you this little work right here. And he's like, I don't want this shit. I want boom, boom, boom. So fast forward, not this last episode, but the one before that. Go ahead. You got something?
Don't forget his obsession, his arguments with his brother about how he let Rock come in and steal what they had.
Right.
And that he wants his shit back from Rock, and he knows that Rock is still in it.
Right.
She ain't really gone. And this supposed to be our shit. This supposed to be my shit.
Right.
Rock took it, and yeah.
All of that. Which is a story that is introduced with him, because we didn't know anything about this shit beforehand.
Yes.
Right? And he ends up, him and Unique ends up getting into it, but boom, boom. We're just gonna
at the tailor shop a little bit.
And he ends up apparently killing Unique, which he beat him with a metal bat or some shit.
Beat his brother.
He beat him to death, took him, dumped his body somewhere
in the woods.
And we're like, he's not dead. Like, what are you talking about? What are we talking about? Because he just threw him down there and stuff.
The body just rolled down. We don't know if he was still, if he could, if he was conscious or if he was just out of it and he was gonna wake back up on top of dead bodies and trash bags in the woods.
And then Joey Badass goes onto his Instagram and says, listen, I got a music career and I got an acting career, and they didn't line up, and I got to go on tour. And it's just, they had to kill me off. And I'm like,
he coming back.
Are you fucking kidding me?
This is all part of, how 50 is?
His character, the Unique character on that show was top notch, yo.
He was playing that shit so good.
Killed it.
Like, from the furs to the gold chain to the gold teeth to just walking around with swag to the tailor shop. His outfits were,
oh my God,
immaculate.
He embodied everything. Dope boy.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? 80s and even into like the early 90s.
Listen.
He embodied it in that role. It's like, how do you kill off someone so strong?
50.
Such a strong character.
Bring him back. At the end of the season, he needs to show up, stand up somewhere. Bring him back. And you need to shoot Ronnie.
The nigga had to leave. He moved to Connecticut for a while to heal up.
Yeah.
And something, and he came back. I don't need any money off of that. Use that if you need to.
And when you come back, shoot Ronnie in the head.
Yeah, Ronnie.
Okay? Make sure you gotta shoot him in the head to make sure that he don't come back.
Yo. So that's, and this new episode came out, and Unique is not there. Everybody's saying Unique is dead.
Everybody's saying he's dead, but they don't got nobody.
But they don't got nobody.
If
they ever find him, then that's it. If they find him and say he's dead, then that's it. They're not gonna write that then, huh?
Because he's not dead.
Oh my God. I hope not, yo. Unique, yo. Oh, come on.
It's gonna be the biggest conspiracy. Unique's not dead. Just like they say Ghost's not dead. Just like they're saying that they can bring ghosts back.
I'm not into the soap opera shit. Like, somebody's been dead and then all of a sudden they're not dead. I'm not into that. But
I like that.
Right now, Unique, son, come on.
And
I love Joey Badass music. Be clear.
We do.
That's my guy.
I love Joey Badass.
Joey Badass
I'm a fan.
Is dope.
I'm a fan.
Highly underrated.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody talk about the big three. Yeah. Joe is really the big four. He came out around the same time. He's super dope and whatnot. And
who's the big three?
Drake, J. Cole, and then Kendrick.
Oh.
Right, for this era.
Okay.
And whatnot. Joey is up there with them. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So, but anyway, so I understand the whole touring thing and the music thing. I get it, bro. Yeah. I want you to focus on your music because I love your music.
Yeah.
But god damn, we ain't got to kill off Unique. So hopefully they don't really put a period at the end of that sentence, and we can, figure something out later on. So really great. 50, great show, yo. Kanan, we love Kanan.
We love Kanan.
Yo.
I'm not sold on that Tommy shit.
Oh, I'm about to say I keep it funky. I don't fuck with the Tommy shit. That shit's trash.
And I love him.
That shit is garbage.
Tommy, but that
that shit's trash. No. But the Kanan shit and BMF.
Yeah.
Those joints be
Yeah,
wild.
I'm ready for that again.
We rock with those.
But I'm tired of seeing Lil Meech running around here with Summer Walker and all his foolishness.
Yeah, man, listen.
Get him some work so he can stay out of the
Hey,
streets.
listen, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He's just trying to help his cousin with the groceries. That's all it was. That's all it was.
Lord help us. Lord help these young people. Young people, I'm praying for all of y'all.
yo.
I'm praying for y'all.
Hilarious, man.
Praying.
Yo, I love you.
I love you too.
I appreciate you.
I appreciate you.
Thanks
more.
for your patience during this time of non-sleep.
It's okay. I know there's a reward at the
There's always
end
a
of the
reward.
tunnel.
I had to give a reward. Do I get a reward?
You
for
about to give a reward.
give a reward? God
Yeah.
damn.
Yeah, you gonna give a
I
reward.
get down. I
damn.
get down, and I gotta give a reward.
I can get down, but then you got to get up, and then we can give the reward
No
at
problem.
the end.
There's no problem there.
Exactly.
Good show.
I think so.
Good show. I have fun. I'm hungry though.
Yeah.
We're gonna go heat up these empanadas.
And pull that guac out.
Then we're gonna pull that guac
That
out.
guac and chips.
Listen, there's another plantain in there. Oh, we ain't got no oil. You lucky we ain't got no oil, 'cause I might make you cook up a couple more plantains real quick.
Dang, I ain't
It's all
cooking no
good. It's all
plantains right
good.
now.
It's all,
This
huh?
man want plantains right now.
Yeah, man, this shit is good. What are they called again?
Tostones.
Tostones. No, no. Yo, man, it's Brocky.
I'm Trina
It's the
Marie.
Weird Brunch Podcast. We out.
Bye.